Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the FF9 event, The Spark Before the Fire. Which the two stars of this are Steiner and Vivi, though the pace of the levels are a little all over the place, so I can't really put a solid theme across this stuff. Hey, Strider. Anywho, let's get moving into the boss rush. I'm pretty sure that we have had this exact boss rush before. Zorn and Thorn are the first fight. Beatrix is the second fight. Zorn and Thorn are your standard Zorn and Thorn fight where they will empower each other and you just need to slap them so they don't do magic. That's it. Beatrix is your Beatrix fight. She does mostly physical attacks. She can heal herself, and then at the end she calm hazards you. It's scripted. Yeah, there you go. Whoop. There we go. This one. So, you want some AoEs for this boss rush to deal with Zorn and Thorn at the same time. Even though you're not going to let them get magic off, don't forget to bring a magic breakdown for conditions. Give me a moment. I feel like I'm coming through a little stuffy, so I'm going to blow my nose real quick. Tried to rip a napkin in half. Whatever. There, I feel like I'm coming in much better. Anywho, don't forget a magic breakdown for Zorn and Thorn for conditions, and you definitely want some power physical mitigation for Beatrix. Yeah. It's like bringing a power booster. Anywho, the real interesting parts of this event are going to be way later on. Yeah, that actually just gets cut off that bad. Huh. I thought I had this positioned weird, but no, yeah, the party screen actually gets cut off like that. That's really bizarre. There are certain aspects of the new design that I am not a big fan of. Anywho. Yeah, that is the current major issue with Taunt and Retaliate is that they're just kind of useless in the current meta outside of one or two bosses. Wow, that actually came out really fast. Huh. Crazy. I don't think I've ever seen one of those attacks come out that quickly. But yeah. I mean, especially the record keeper coding is really stupid. That said, yeah. Taunt and Retaliate don't really do a lot in endgame meta. Taunt is generally just used to get your defense a little higher. In fact, a lot of people were saying like, hey, on Proud Clod, it's, not, Taunt doesn't do anything per se on the boss, but if you bring Taunt, you up your defense, so consider that. And it's a unique modifier, so there's that. To which you just gotta go, well, at that point, why are you even, like, you could bring other things. Yeah. Yeah, use Taunt to make Guardbreaker do more damage is a prime example. I try and find uses for Taunt wherever I can, because it's such a cheap ability. It really does help newer players to get up to speed at the very least. Yeah, he gets a cover ability in his USB, Paladin Cecil that is, but it doesn't even work because of nat typing. Speaking of nat typing, also, hey, I'm Omen Knight. I always wanted to call you, no, it's Omen King. God, I always want to say Omni Knight. I guess that's my, back when I played Dota cropping up. Alright, that's one down. One down, a whole lot more to go. I actually, that's weird. Sorry, I saw something on the side. I actually went through and spent a bunch of motes on people recently. Anyway, our second boss is Rao Vui Mago. Vui Mago? I think so. Anyway, Rao here has a gimmick of if hit by a physical attack, goes into a defensive mode. And namely, to counter... Is the big difficulty one hitting tonight? Yes, should be. Yeah, okay, if hit by a physical attack, we'll go in a defensive mode. If hit again, we'll counterattack with an earth attack. Weak to ice, so you generally want to use a magic team for this. But do note that it can be slowed and blind. Now, as such, we have a very magic-based team here, with support Zidane up top, and everybody else is sort of doing their thing. Now, a fun note about this fight is, if you really just want to chump it, bring a ice damage OSB roaming warrior, and he actually just explodes. He actually, you show up to the fight and he just leaves. Just goes away. Says, I don't want any of that. It's really weird that they would go through the trouble of programming that into it, but, you know, seems like it would make sense to me. Just a moment. That said, I think tonight's bonus fights should actually see our difficulty adjustment finally. But we'll see how that turns out. I have been wrong in the past. Anywho. What I mean by difficulty adjustment is, aside from one or two off things, oops, that was wrong. I don't want to use that person. One or two out of place things, the difficulty of tonight's fights are reasonable as opposed to the last couple. The Apocalypse tonight has a couple of rude attacks, but nothing along the lines of what we've been seeing. Steel Time, of course, has a 50% chance of working. I brought it for a joke. I'm kind of in the same boat. If I didn't have, if I didn't have half the breaks that I had, I don't know what I would have done about Proclod. Proclod was ridiculous. Speaking of bosses that are non-issues, though, this guy. Pretty much bring a magic team that deals ice damage, and he's not really going to do much. You can resort to dances to debuff him, and then really can't touch you after that. Has anyone had a chance to open up Legend Materia yet? The only Legend Materia that Global has been able to access yet is anything from a draw. That's it. They actually did not give us enough motes to dive anybody to a Legend Materia. That said, we'll be getting a second 30 Legend Materia tonight, so you'll be able to access some people. Yeah, for instance, Right in the chat says that you can get Squalls after tonight. I find it very hard to find anything to talk about with these plus bosses anymore. This one is really bog standard. Once he is debuffed and you're buffed, not really much he can do. Okay, I had to pause there for a moment. We did not get Vitality from Prod Cloud. We got Dex, I want to say. Luckily, for the next 2 minutes, I can check that. Yeah, we got Dex. It's fine. That's still one half of the puzzle there. Still, nonetheless, somebody is going to be able to get dived after tonight. Is it the person you want? Who knows? Actually, who got added for this one? Was it Vivian Steiner? Probably. Probably. I should go take a look at that real fast. By the way, I just want to point this out. Fucking immediately. It was like, yes, yes, put that in my mouth. Ooh, wait, this isn't right. You should have a heal. Yeah, this is all pretty squared away. So, let's talk about the boss real quick. Lonnie does her normal thing where she counters a lot and also casts magic, though she can be slowed and blind. So, once you take care of those things, she is not that much of a threat. Okay, we get Vitality today. God damn it. Sometimes I just do that. There we go. Ooh, no time for coffee. Fight's loading. Alright, so, Lonnie. The big things of note about Lonnie are, she's super tauntable. Like, almost her entire kit can be taunted. And, yeah, that's about it. You can also blind her, just to add some insult to injury. Yeah, that's about it. Looking at my setup here, I may actually be missing some decent damage. We'll have to see how much damage Garnet does with Command 2. I mean, Sarada, that's, you know, it's weird because I actually prefer those conditions because I don't have to overthink it. When, I'll take that over the fights of yesteryear that required, like, 5 status effects. Cast Reflect on the boss. Cast Silence on the boss. Blind the boss. I don't have that many slots, Dana. Dina. Delita. We may be here for a while. So that's one of the only attacks that can actually hit your whole party. If you are double taunting. Does Lonnie do anything in... I feel like I ask this every time she comes up in an event, but does she do anything in 9 other than show up and be like, I'm a bounty hunter? And then you fight her, and then does she just leave and never fucking show up again? It's like, I feel like I remember nothing about Lonnie for as much as she comes up in Record Keeper. She kidnaps Aiko, and then Amaran stops her. Bullshit, Amrod doesn't do things. Yeah, fair. Waka is an extremely weak full break or support unit. Jump start. Anyway. Gaping Doom. It's Tomos. So Tomos' big thing, of course, is gravity and debuffing your party. Really only one debuff, and that's slow. aside from that, 199 Gs is a strong, piercing magic attack, and Meteor does also hit like a truck. That said, by equipping death resist accessories, you can ignore the whole gravity gimmick. For the most part. You may still get tagged every now and then, but you can try and ignore it. So, the general strategy is to debuff power, debuff magic, because I do believe Atomos has like 1 or 2 physical hits. And then Affliction Break and Fool Break, because we want to keep those status effects from happening, for the most part. Also, on my 2 more important characters, I have both Death Resist and Slow Resist accessories. And down here, I actually brought Haste, just in case anybody up top gets tagged. Gotta cover literally every one of your bases. Pretty much as soon as I see that a boss can slow, that is a immediate red flag for me of, haha, fuck no. But then at the same time, gravity. You put me at a quandary here. Again. Now, the other interesting thing... Actually, I'll save that little fun fact for... the fight. So it's in video. Okay, though. Let's, I mean, there's Mental Break. Mental Break hits resistance. Anywho. So it's always super interesting that Dina makes these Atomos fights, because Atomos wasn't a fight in 9. Atomos was a cutscene. I wonder what happens if I use Memento Mori after this doom was inflicted on me. Yeah, mind you, a very important cutscene, but it's still a cutscene nonetheless. Oh, and I get to use my favorite ability. Yeah, there it is. There's the good shit. It reduced Lilybum's HP by one quarter. Wow, he only used quarter? God, what a weak town. Couldn't even take quarter. We've just been having Kuja revving up. Yeah, it's time to unleash the beast. Yeah, so 100 Gs is the one to look out for. You really want to reduce his magic as much as you can in order to deal with 100 Gs. That can mess your party up big time if you're not properly mitigating for it. This one also can mess you up pretty bad, as seen here. Yes, KO resist will avoid that. 100 Gs, 100 Gs, 199 Gs isn't a gravity attack. It's actually just piercing magic damage. So, yeah, your resist won't actually do anything on that. Oof. Yeah, only having one accessory could be a problem. My ult actually had that problem for a while. But yes, really it's Meteor and 199 Gs that are the real problem childs in that fight. You really need a way to recover from that damage real fast. Alright, sorry, my side viewer laptop thing was having a problem. So I lingered there really long because of that. Oops. What does the gold choker do? Sounds like a goofy strategy. I like goofy strategies. Huh. Resistance to wind attacks and resistance to sap. Huh. Actually, I'm curious about something. Yeah, I need to check something really, really fast, because if so, I might need to change my loadout for a fight. Interesting. Anywho, Leaf Tree. Just a moment. Is our double plus, and it is the Draco Zombie, or Zombie Dragon, whatever you want to call it. So the big thing about this fight is that it has a single melee attack called Strike. And aside from that, it has a lot of lightning damage, and it also has its zombie breath. And ultimate zombie breath, which it uses pretty often. It's weak to holy, it's weak to fire, and yeah, ultimate zombie breath is really rude. However, the boss can be slowed. And you should definitely take advantage of the fact that it can be slowed to give you a bit of a breather in between attacks. Now, this is the loadout I'm going for here, because I'm actually going to go with a, what's his name? Rain's Roaming Warrior. And we're bringing Kurata to try and keep Alphanod and Kuja up. Turn 1 will probably be like Kuja does Memento Mori, Alphanod does Shell, Selfie does Protect, and the other two just do whatever. We're going to slow, and then we're going to power break. Because that physical doesn't actually come up that much. Now, I didn't grab a bunch of, you know, rains. So we're going to have to go fishing a bit. I know I definitely follow at least 1 or 2 rains. But we may have to go and follow a couple just to make this process go a little faster. Oh, there it is. Oh, piss, I'm going to need one for the Sid mission anyway. Nope, oh well. And again, stating this, boss does use a lot of lightning magic, so not a bad idea to slap on some lightning resist accessories to deal with those attacks. There we go. Well, I'm ready to get owned. We're gonna wait. I just had the realization that I don't really have a super magic booster. Oh, on Alphanod, which could pose a problem. We'll have to see. Now, normal zombie breath is actually single target, so it is a little bit less threatening. All things considered. Should probably start putting a Curata on Vaughn so that he doesn't die. As he could very much die pretty soon. No, that's that good damage right there. I think we'll be alright. Alright, so you see the problem right here. Yeah, that. The damage is a little bit much. Oh yeah, you think he only did it once? Well, you'd be wrong. I am going into this fight expecting I will lose some people. Oh shit. I did not even notice that Alpha Nod ran out. Well, it should be alright. And there's one remaining. One lone figure. Whatever gets the job done, right? So that works out pretty alright. The only requirement there is they have like Meltdown and Curata. A choice is because I didn't use any soul breaks. If you have a Medica, you can slap a start with the a Mako's Might on your Medica user so that they can Medica after a zombie breath or two, because that's the real problem in this whole fight. That hits really stupidly hard. That was great. That was fantastic. Just like, I don't know about this one. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. People are going down. Alright. And then our Apocalypse Plus is Arc. So, Arc still has Propeller Wind in this incarnation and can confuse your allies. Only a 33% chance, but we've seen how low percent chances actually work out. They happen way more often than not. That said, the he doesn't have Photon, the reduced to 1 HP move. So that's a nice part. It does have Ultimate Photon, which is a single target ignoring resistance move. You want Power Breakdown and Magic Breakdown, and it's not a bad idea to bring like Ultra Cure in order to cure confuses. You ever have that moment where your mouth gets ahead of your brain, and you're just like, "What's the next word I'm supposed to be saying?" That's what just happened. Resists a whole lot of elements: holy, dark, poison, fire, ice, lightning, water, immune to earth. So I think that's the whole thing, except that it is weak to wind, and it's actually a condition. So let's look at our crew. Returning are the bottom set: Newbie, Ramza, Yuna, pretty much doing what they always set out to do. But up top, we got Vaughn and Fang. So, Fang will be utilizing High Wind, and Vaughn Piercing Blow, which is a attack defense reducer. And of course, High Wind is a attack magic down. This is non-elemental, but it is instant, so that's a big nice thing about it. That will be our main damage up there, except for one other thing that I forgot to do, because that's me. I actually have to pick up a couple roaming warriors. I usually am right down to the wire with getting these parties prepared as of late, so I just never have time to actually do this. Uh-oh. What is it called? It's a new one. That's what I'm looking for here. Uh-oh. And nobody has it on this roaming warrior tracker. Time to try this other tracker. This is going to be really bad if I can't get this. Okay. This one has stuff. Alright, so. You know, just grab a couple of these. Alright, now, I do need to get a couple other roaming warriors. Alright, so that's that. I need another reins or two. Man, everybody's decked out for darkness. This boy right here. Alright. And then one last one, this one. Okay. So that's that, and then the other one I need is... That's not... Right. Oh no, that's right. Okay. I was a little worrying for a moment there when, like, the roaming warrior just wasn't there. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that the chat was offering roaming warriors. Sorry! I had a different screen up. I couldn't see the chat for a bit. Okay, so. Vane, Vaughn, Tyro, and Ramson will be debuffing. Tyro's going to get a Shelga up, as will Yuna. Fang will be our roaming warrior user, who will then... once she gets the thing off, probably do Sky High to capitalize on it, and then recast the Roaming Warrior, if need be. Vaughn is going to protect. Vaughn's going to power break down, and then start using our Dash and Slash. I think that's what that's called? Yeah. Once Fang does the thing that Fang will do. And I think that's about everything. The only other thing right here is that Vaughn and Fang actually have lower than average defenses. And that's because I don't have synergy gear on them. I have... Oh, there's that good shit. But I think I'm going to slap some wind resist on all of them. Yeah, that's real good. And now the one that we are looking for this one is Solution 9. Perfect. Yeah, I like those stats. Now, what I looked online is that the scariest things that Arc can do are actually its magic attacks. That said, they're scary because Arc is mostly physical. Arc has excuse me, 1 or 2 magic attacks, and those are the biggest threat. So, I am stacking the attack reduction to ridiculous levels just to make sure that is a non-issue. But I have an intro to do, so Yeah, Arc also wants Confuse Resist, however we only have 3 Confuse Resist accessories. So, our Apocalypse Plus this week is Arc. The nice thing about Arc is that he doesn't have his reduced to 1 HP, but he does have his Confuse abilities, so make sure you bring that Confuse Resist and Wind on anybody else. Speaking of Wind, our breaks this time around are Piercing Blow, which actually isn't Wind, but is an attack defense reducer. And Fang, who's coming back from last week with, again, High Wind and attack magic reducer. I'm going to attempt to reduce Arc's stats as low as I can get them. That way we aren't taking that much damage, because I don't actually have that many wind abilities. So I kind of grabbed anything I could. I'm not going to go into it, but again, Newbie is using Sentinel's Grimoire, Ramza is Shouting, and Yuna is using that Great Miracle Veil. Our roaming warrior is Solution 9, which is a Zidane Burst, which puts you into... Sorry. It is a Zidane Burst, wind damage, puts you in wins you, and then its commands are actually unique power reducers. So, it's pretty good. Anywho, let's get to it. That's alright. Yeah, I just haven't pulled that many windbreaks. So, Solution 9 has a very interesting gimmick. You use Command 1 3 times, and then Command 2, and it gives your party a unique attack booster. As well as giving a unique attack down to the boss. A very handy thing, and a nice thing to stack. And there's Propeller Wind. Figures, right? We'll just, we want to make sure our damage dealers are not hampered in any way. But that is the kind of damage that we want to see from her. Oh. Now that's because I have no magic reduction done on the boss yet. I elected to do a physical attack with Ramza instead of any other, probably more intelligent move. I do enjoy that they made a unique ability just for this fight for the big fucker here. Yeah, and there's Ultimate Photon. So what you just saw in... Fang's probably gonna go down. Fang keeps it together! So what you just saw with Eternal Darkness and Ultimate Photon are the boss's 2 magic attacks. And that's why I made Fang the caster. And now I will take no physical damage from this boss anymore. Oh shit. Now! I'm still a little on edge because I still say this fight could go poorly at any moment, but I think we are seeing how the execution really actually kind of fucking works for this fight. Solution 9 is really busted. The fact that it is a unique attack booster, you really kind of see how it makes the donuts. We are not taking any damage from the boss anymore because he is quadruple attack reduced. Oh, no, he is quintuple reduced. We have power breakdown, full break, solution 9, high wind, and whatever Vaughn's break is called. So pretty much the only thing the boss can do right now to damage me is the magic attacks. And this is why, because when you get the boss low on HP, it goes into overdrive. There's Ultimate Photon. Like I said, that is the main. Like everything else is like not even 1,000 damage. Ultimate Photon is 3,000. Mind you, it's single target, so way more manageable. But let's just end it. Let's just end this with a high wind. Let's make this look fancy. In fact, I'm not going to hit any buttons. That's right, baby. I'm confident. Oh, jeez! I did not expect that to go that smoothly. No, to be honest, I got Eternal Darkness once, and it almost wiped my party. And, Fang almost died at one point. But, yeah, attack stacking really works for that boss. Holy crap. Also, just wind damage. Solution 9, MVP. Holy crap, that is a really good break. Wow! Wow, 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 wow! A little over an hour. And I'm technically done the event. But we have 2 more fights to do. Yeah, black crystals. Finally. I could hone Meltdown at this point, but I don't know. I'm kind of waiting for the thing of I'll hone it when I need it. Though, Meltdown rank 2 would make me more inclined to bring it. Anyway, this fight is going to be pretty similar to what we saw last time. It's the same setup, just different characters. Do I need another Wind OSB user? I assume you mean for the full throttle. No, actually, I have a plan for the full throttle, and it's gonna be hilarious. We're gonna see a very different side of that fight. I may actually die. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, give me your code, I'll follow you. You know what I really need to do? Let's do this live on stream. I'm still Divine Guardian. I don't know what to switch to, actually. I say we just switch to Shout for now. Let's give Yell Boy a for his money. Actually, I'll let chat decide. Chat, what do you say? Shout or Medica? Because I could do Vanille. I see one vote for Medica. I'm gonna give it another, I'm gonna give it until 10 of, because of chat delay. Oh, here come the Shout. Here come the Shout followers. Steiner OSB. If I could, I would. But, alright. Yeah. Obviously, D-Shell. No. Transcendent Dream. And then let's just slap her, mind as high as I can get it. Because, I don't care to hop in here and change accessories every fucking thing. There we go. Buff time. It's not buff time anymore. That's right, baby. It's heal time. Okay, so let's get to this. This moment, I put my coffee cup too close to my mouse. Keep banging into it. Ooh. Oh, also, yeah, Sorata. Let me see that, friends list. I assume you are 9 beat. There you go. I gotta go through mine and weed out the Judgment Grimoires. Did I say 9 beat? It was Nightbeat, wasn't it? God, why can I not read? See, this is why I talk and don't read, but also I can't fucking talk sometimes. So, who's to say? Yeah, apparently the next torment is going to be 3, and it's going to launch with full throttle torments, which are just the boss fight. But anywho, submission time. Alright, so, as stated before, this is going to go down pretty similarly to the original version. I mean, it's going to be rough for me. What am I even saying of like, well, that torment's going to be rough for me. I haven't even fucking attempted torments yet. Like, I did one. I did half. I did half of one. And called it a day. I just never had the time to sit down and do torments. Like, I did the one torment, it took me like an hour and a half, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go do shit now. Oh yeah, 6 is happening soon, isn't it? Six is the next event. That's right. Oh, there's that one time ever used physical attack that this boss can do. By the way, Mug Time is great just because it is a 100% chance to slow. Alright, we're about to get into the thick of it right here. So it's time to concentrate. Where is this ultimate breath? There it is. I was like waiting for it. Alright, everybody's gonna fucking die on the next ultimate breath. Except for the attackers. They're still going strong. What the? He's supposed to do ultimate breath twice in a row. Also, yeah, I just did that. That's the good shit. Chains are fun, but god, you have to build a team around them. They're more for multiplayer, honestly. Also, yeah, that's the fight. There you go. This is a risky strategy, but it works. It works pretty well. Really, ultimate dragon breath is just so rude. All right, baby, it's time for the good shit. So before we do the good shit, it is of course now for the new stream tradition of well, I had to spend a myth roll to do this last fight. So let's get that leveling party. Ooh, Nabat might actually I'll be able to break her. Alright, let's see if we can't find a motorcycle. Motorcycle. Where are you at? Where is Cloud on a bike? Bike Cloud, there we go. I need more bike clouds. I'm actually just gonna let this tick over. Just look at that. Yeah, we've been trying to theorize a good strategy for the multiplayer, and it's actually looking like holy mages, but that's gonna be really hard to fucking pull off. So it was either that or knights, but yeah. Theory crafting will be done on our end. Ooh, there we go. Also, it's good to hear that Critical Role is actually pretty alright. I've been thinking of checking it out from time to time. Oh, right, this is the one where I actually just need to use abilities. Well, that's the same thing. I'm thinking of catching up. I'm thinking of starting to listen to Adventure Zone, but I've heard that that's like a similar thing of like it's just been going on forever. I mean, yeah, I would assume each episode is long. I would hope each episode is long. That's how you know it's a good D&D session. This is why you always level at least one mage when you do this. I have been watching some animateds of Adventure Zone, and yes, it seems extremely my shit, since I also am part of a really goofy 13th Age campaign. Well, not really goofy, just goofy at times. We have a dwarf in our 13th Age group who, if his one unique thing wasn't possessed by the Diabolist, or like cursed by the Diabolist, his one unique thing would probably be can sell anything to anyone, because that's what he does a lot of the time. There was one session where he ended up selling eel protection insurance to a librarian. Oh, 13th Age isn't like bluff and stuff like that. It's backgrounds, and it's really just he rolls lucky. He always rolls really well when he is just doing like some jokey merchant stuff. So a little side story, because I'm just burning some stamina real quick. In 13th Age, there are things called Coral Behemoths. They're exactly what they sound like. They are behemoths. But they're not behemoths like Final Fantasy behemoths, which are quite small. They are behemoths like, there are cities on the back of these things. There was one in particular that we had to go on an adventure on, and at one point, we needed to save it from itself, more or less. It was trying to do something that was going to end up killing it. Yeah, they're kind of like Tarrasques, except they're very neutral is the best word for it. They really just kind of walk around in circles, like literal circles, like they migrate all the time. They're always moving, which is really cool. But so this one in particular, we were like, okay, oh good, Crumb's here just in time for this story. So yeah, I can't remember the exact details, but the end result was Kama, who actually I do the he plays this merchant, who I do the card streams with, ended up sparking the Kuro Behemoth's spirit of like his merchant spirit. So yes, this giant behemoth decided that it was going to become a merchant. It was really good. Which banner is worth pulling on? I'm not actually sure yet. We always do the banner reviews at the end of the stream when I get all the fights done. And that's when I can actually tell you. But yeah, Crumb, who just popped in, I see you there. I see Crumb's thumbs that started watching. He is also a part of that campaign. He plays a fucked up gnome with power over time. Really, I haven't taken an in-depth look at it, but yo, Crumb, know what you did miss? You missed me fucking tearing Ark apart. My strategy was way too good. Oh right, I didn't egg her up. Anyway, I haven't taken an in-depth look at both the banners, but I can tell you right now, the winner on the first banner is Solution 9. After that Apocalypse fight, easily Solution 9. Solution 9 is gross. Solution 9 is really fucking stupid. There are all these characters that I still need to work on. I purchased the crystals and I'm just like, I'll get to them. They're mainly like side characters, like Y'shtola. I don't even have anything for Y'shtola. I just really like Y'shtola. Firion has a break, or burst, Squall's burst, Quistis has burst, Line has burst. Y'shtola has stone skin, so that's mainly why I'm doing her. And Minfilia is just a really good character. But anyway, time for the last fight of the stream. Yeah, jump start. Nice. So it's of course Ark again, exact same fight, whatever. You know the deal. Oh, hold up. Yeah, okay. V Prisoner. Not only is Solution 9's attack buff unique, its power breakdown is unique too. It stacks with normal power breakdown. You can reduce a boss that much with just power breakdown and the break. It's gross. Also, here's some real fucking shit right here. Reduce magic and reduce defense. Majority of its attacks are physical. How about you fuck off? Solution 9 is Zidane. Okay, so... Right, jumpstart. Okay, so big thing with the jumpstart, obviously, right now. I have to replace this magic breakdown with full break to hit the condition. No. It's his second BSB. You'll see it later when I go over the banners. Pretty much. All right, to go over real quick, but it was the one that I used during the apocalypse fight. If you missed that, sorry. If you didn't miss that, if you were here for that. But yeah, what it is the entrance doesn't do anything. The entrance just in-wins you. Wait, is that his BS? No, yeah. The Mug Power, Mug Defense is the old one. Solution 9 is Punch 1, or Command 1 does a 10% reduction on the boss, 10% raise on you. 10% reduction, and that keeps stacking up to 3 times. So you eventually get 30% reduction on the boss, 30% up on you. Then Command 2 spreads that 30% raise on yourself to the rest of the party. And that stacks with Shout, even though it's a straight attack up, that stacks with Shout. And the power reduction that you've been doing on the boss stacks with power breakdown. So, yeah, it's alright. Okay, so let's talk about this stupid setup that I have. So, Sheep Song, Power of the Void, Aerial Blast, Sentinel Grimoire, Tenets of the Faith, and then I am going to Roaming Warrior Metsu. Krill, X-Death will cast their thing turn 1, Alphanaught will do that turn 1, or shall go turn 1, Newbie will do, Wall, and Protectka, and then we are going to go to town with just instant cast wind attacks. It's going to be real fucking gross. It's going to be really good. I'm kind of stoked for this, actually. Let's get that the right syntax. There we go. Nice, you just beat the jumpstart? Congratulations. Yeah, I'm hoping that I tear this apart as thoroughly as I did last week. It seems like Arc doesn't really have that much HP, but it actually has the same as Twintania and last week's. So, yeah. It just seems like it has less. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I usually feel those coming on and mute my mic before they go off. Them coughs. You never know when they're going to go off. Okay. One of these days I will actually... Yeah, confuse is your biggest worry. One of these days I will actually... be able to use realm be able to use realm characters on one of these. Anywho. Let's get Limber. Hold up. I was talking about 13th Age so much. Forgot that. Wait, aren't we supposed to start with half bar? Aren't we supposed to start with half bars? Whatever. Well, I mean, last week it was half bars. That's why I said that. Alright, so there's Magic Booster 1. Magic Booster and Resistance Booster. Sense is up. Sense of Fate. Oh, right, Metsu is instant. And it begins. They'll never know what hit them. Yeah, this isn't quite Delita levels of stupid, but, you know, I'll take it. Meanwhile, Tyro's just like, I do damage. Tyro tries. This is really dumb, and I'm so happy this is working. Mainly because I don't have that many windbreaks. Like you've actually seen it tonight, like my worthwhile windbreaks. It's high wind and yeah, that's about it. It's high wind. It's high wind and Alphanod. Well, they've lasted a while because that's what they do. And destroyed. I like how they're always like, here, take 3 bars, and for the most part, I'm like, I need 1. Oh, that's some good shit right there. Nice vitality motes though. All right, let's go look at some banners. So nice, just straight up one and done the whole thing. That feels so good. Okay. So, banner 1, we got Steiner's Overstrike. This is Fire, Lightning, Ice. So I think our first multi-element Overstrike. And it does more damage if they're weak. If you hit a weakness, they deal more damage. Can break damage cap. Alright. So that's it. There's no... Oh, Bart's. You're right. Bart's did it too. So this is our second one. All of it was slamming my mic with my coffee cup. Yeah, this does work. This is really good on a physical team. We've already seen that Fire, Lightning, and Ice happen so often, especially if you've been watching multiplayers with Delita. Delita is a kind of shining star for me. Probably my best burst. That's why I actually dove Delita to 30. Because I think we're going to be seeing more and more Delita. Anyway. Magic Fury, the Gravity Rod, which is Vivi's second burst. Fire, Lightning, Ice attacks to all targets and raise the magic of all allies a moderate amount and resistance. Nice. That's a stacking buff and a really good intro that does work. And then we got Fire, Lightning, Ice on command 1. Jesus Christ. And then Fire, Non-Elemental, lower the user's defense and raise magic. That does work. This is actually a really fucking good burst, and Vivi needs it because up until this point he has been like the Fire Boy with like a Dark and Poison attack too, which kind of pigeonholed him really bad. But this really opens him up and makes him way more versatile. So I super like this burst. This burst is really good. Right. I was saying OSBs though. Like I thought that was our first OSB that was multi-element. But that's Bart's, of course, or that many elements. I don't know. I'm digging myself a hole deeper and deeper and deeper. I was wrong. All right. Sargantanas. There we go. This is Solution 9. We talked about this briefly, and we saw it in the Apocalypse video, but this is a ranged, physical, wind, non-elemental, 9 times, infuse the user with wind. That's mediocre. That entrance isn't great, except for the wind infusion. However, Swift Steel is 2 ranged physical wind attacks, temporarily lower the attack a small amount, raise the user's attack a small amount, stacks up to 3 times. So what this means is the more times you use Command 1, the bigger the debuff gets, and the bigger your buff gets. This stacks with Power Breakdown and Shout. That is really strong for physical teams. On top of that, Thief's Offering gives that buff to the entire party. So what you have here is a debuff that stacks with Power Breakdown, literally stacks with everything. It is a unique modifier, and then a party buff that is a unique modifier. With just this and like a Roaming Warrior Shout, you easily have an 80% boost on your whole party once it gets going. That's ridiculously huge. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is the best weapon on this banner, far and away. Like I want this. I really want this. But Fest is too close. I'm not gonna pull. The enhancer for Steiner is a 8 fire, non-elemental, and infuse with fire. On top of that, it's a 4-hit single target, 2-hit AoE, and each of those gets an extra hit if they are weak. It's pretty standard. It does fire. Fire is a very common weakness, though. Fest is too close. Fest. Pool Fest. Banner Fest. Orb Fest. It literally starts on the 20th. Anywho, this is okay if you're going for fire damage, but that's about it. And we're going to come back to that in a moment, but here's the golden armor. It is a legend materia armor. Small chance to temporarily lower a target's fire resistance a small amount when using a Spellblade ability. This is good and synergizes with a lot of Steiner's breaks damage-wise. Unfortunately, I'm going to show you this really unfortunate thing. His BSB commands are combat typed. They don't synergize with this. However, if you get this, Steiner is a great Spellblade user, and you can really make this work. It's just really unfortunate that it does not synergize with his BSB at all. It's a really sad thing. That said, this is pretty alright. If you get it. Zidane's gloves are a small boost to wind, moderate chance to reduce delay of users' actions for 1 turn when using a thief ability. This is okay. Really what you would want to use this for is comboing into bursts, or breaks, and not for actually comboing into more thief moves. You may be saying, why, newbie, that sounds silly. You can get moves off really fast. It's like, well, thief moves already trigger really fast. They are the fast, I think next to ninja, they are the fastest ability set. So you really don't want to use this for that respect, because you're going to blow through your thief uses ridiculously fast. And seeing how as most of the good thief moves are 5 stars, you probably don't have a lot of uses on those. Again, that said, if you do pull this and you have a good break on Zidane, this is fantastic for comboing into his breaks. Tin Armor is Steiner's Fire Imperil burst. It's a good Imperil. Steiner's a pretty decent character. Now that he has 5-star Spellblade, like he gets work done. So this is a pretty alright move. Fire is a very common burst ability too, so this synergizes with a lot of parties. Synergizes with Steiner. Is it really called? Oh, the burst is called Cherry Blossom. 3 range physical wind and remove the delay from the user's jumps for 3 turns. This is alright if you don't have much else on Freya. The problem is Freya has a really weird skill set. She has support 4 and Dragoon 5, but she doesn't even have combat 4, so you have to like use Entrust on her, or not Trust, Wrath. Freya's really weird as a character. Yeah, exactly. It's a better Blood of the Wyvern. I wouldn't say pull for this, but it's alright if you get it. Also, it's light armor, so yeah. That's great. The Royal Gown, however, is fantastic. Raise everybody's magic a moderate amount, that's 30%. Defense a small amount, that's also 30%. Yes. And automatically heal damage taken for 300%, so it gives you a 3,000 HP shield. This is a really good break on Garnet, and allows her to be useful in a lot of different situations. I like this break a lot. And then the last one is Wizard Rod, which is Divine Guardian, major regen, haste, and resistance to the party. It's kind of like Mighty Guard, except different. Oh right, it's also a lightning boost when in realm. Overall, this banner is pretty okay. When you get to the Super Soul Breaks, you get some... Well, that one's great. Divine Guardian will do work for you. Cherry Blossom I'm not a fan of. Sword Magic Firaga is okay. It gets work done. Snap Judgment and Opportunity Strikes are very, very weird, mainly because, again, this does not synergize well with thief abilities because you will blow through your uses so fast. And Opportunity Strikes really doesn't synergize too well with Steiner. It literally requires you to not use his breaks to keep it going. So that's the downside of that. And then the bursts are great. Solution 9 is fantastic. And Stone Blade gets work done. What is that called? Imbued Blade. I would say pool on this banner if you need 9 gear. Mainly if you need 9 physical weapons, because it sort of leans more towards the physical weapons and armor. Don't pool on this if you're already really good in the realm. For as good as Solution 9 is, it's really fucking good. Knight's Honor isn't fantastic, it's very situational. Magic Fury is pretty good. But, yeah, some of those supers are a little bit duds. Well, it's really just Cherry Blossom's a little bit of a dud. And I do not like the legend material on this one at all. So that one is your own discretion. There are some good stuff on there. There are some really bad things on there. Well, not really bad, but just bad in comparison. I should really not be that negative. Anyway, Ultimate Blade is Seiken Klim Hazard. I believe this is a returning move. It is massive, physical, wholly non-elemental, deals more damage for each Knight ability you've used. Well, that synergizes extremely well. Also, yo, it's a holy booster outside of Realm. That's fantastic. That's really fucking good. So yeah, this is a good weapon. And it's a pretty good break. Knight's Protector is Lightbringer. Holy crap, let's talk about the most bog standard, but does fucking work, Night Burst. 4 physical holy, all of them. Temporarily lower their holy resistance. Deals more damage if no allies are knocked out. Command 2 is a 2-hit physical, temporarily raise the user's resistance monitor amount. Command 1 is 2 physical hits holy, temporarily raise your defense, and attract single target physical and black magic. Yo, if things can be taunted, this will taunt them. You don't need to bring taunt or magic lore if you have this break. This is really, really good as far as night breaks go. And if you get this, you should probably look into using Beatrix. The Q Garb for Quina is Quina's Burst. 5 ranged hits to random targets and full break, but a large amount. Consuming Power is a attack defense down. Cuisine Magic is a magic resistance down. Yo, remember mostly Mega Flare? Well, this is mostly Mega Flare. So yeah, this does, once again, this does work. This makes the donuts. Actually, this is mostly Mega Flare. This is mostly Mega Flare plus, because mostly Mega Flare was only attack and magic. Holy crap, this is even better. And it does boost water damage, which is a very rare booster. Staff of Ramu is Trial by Lightning. No damage on this. Temporarily raise the attack and magic of all allies a moderate amount and lower the resistance of all targets to lightning. Command 1, oh holy crap. Command 1 is restore moderate amount of HP to one ally. If the user has burst mode, grant Summon Strike to the user. If the user has Summon Strike, deal 2 summon magic lightning attacks to all targets and restore a small amount of HP to all allies based on their max HP, and remove Summon Strike. Command 2, Glimmering Peridot, is 4 summon lightning magic attacks to 1 target. If the user has Summon Strike, deal 5 to get an extra hit for free. This is probably one of the goofiest Summon Strikes because it makes Garnet not a healer, but then again, Garnet is always in this weird, like, she's a summoner and a healer, and they can never really decide what they want her to be. But she can heal if you just keep spamming Command 1, and she can do damage if you use Command 2. Also, the Imperil is pretty nice, and the attack magic boost is fantastic. So, this is alright. This is pretty good. You can't bring her as a healer with this. I don't think she can really do that 100%. But if you don't have an actual pure healer burst, she can off-heal while your main healer heals, and do damage in the process. So that's really nice. Hey, it's Vivi's hat. And his materia, which is just deal significantly more damage with black magic abilities, but increase their casting time. So it gives Vivi long cast. This is actually really good if you synergize it well. If you have something that can give your allies a faster cast time, or say you have Vivi use Onion Burst and use that Command 1, this synergizes super well because then he just has instant cast. And that really gets the job done in that scenario. Not to mention that the hat is this fire booster, which, yes, more of that shit. Yeah, I really like this one. It's a good gimmick, and it does work. By the way, significantly more damage is 30%. So that's actually worthwhile. Beatrix's Plate. So first of all, it's an armor with a holy booster. Moderate chance to redirect physical damage taken by allies to the user, reduce the damage taken. This is a dud. We talked about this earlier in the stream, but the main reason that this is a big dud is because the proliferation of nat attacks in higher end difficulty. Because nat attacks occur so often, this really doesn't do a lot of work because you can't taunt that stuff unless this actually just works on physical damage, in which case, okay, yeah, no, then that does kind of work. What this says on the tin, I can't, like, you know, it doesn't really work too well. If it is just whenever an ally takes physical damage, there's a random chance that she'll take it instead, and if it's just like physical, like it has to be protect, then that works a lot. But if it has to be typed physical, that's different. Now also, a thing to note here is it does say moderate chance to redirect physical damage taken by allies to the user. This doesn't say it has to be single target, so this might actually work on AoEs. And if it works on AoEs, that adds a whole nother level to it. But yes, this is extremely take with a grain of salt. I think this might be the worst item on this banner so far. Force Shield is Sword of Clear Mind. Deal 6 physical holy attacks to all targets and temporarily and in holy. That's fantastic on what's it called? That's fantastic on knights. Knights have so many holy abilities that this really gets work done. On top of that, if you have her burst, get 2 bars, do this, do the burst, use Guardbringer, delete bosses. Ragnarok is Psychic Shock. 8 physical attacks and enable everybody to avoid a magic attack. That does a lot of good work as well. Can really save you in a lot of situations. Also, that's just pretty good damage. Gold hairpin is Frog Drop. It is a damage with a 50% booster on it. That's alright. You have to get haste from somewhere else, but yeah, that does work. And Fairy Flute is Flames of Rebirth, which is... it's re-raise, and re-raise is pretty bad. This is a weak Medica with re-raise. It's not good. It's not good. It's a Medica. It's an in-realm Medica. That's the best I can say for that. But this is a very weak Super Soul Break, considering any other one has some really good thing with it. This boat. So let's look at the whole banner on a whole. This is pretty alright. Gets work done. This is one of the best night breaks. That's really good for debuffing. Awkward, but does good work. Also, actually no, I keep forgetting that does attack mag too. That's pretty good actually. Vivisat is pretty alright if you can synergize it well. This is pretty bad if we're right about how it works. This synergizes well with her overall. This does good work if you can time it right. Hey, you know what? This actually synergizes really well with Garnet, and this is a really bad Medica. So, again, a very, very mixed banner of like, some of these items are good and some of these items are bad. I can't recommend pulling on it if you have good 9 stuff, and even if you don't have good 9, like, I'll say this. There's more weapons on the lower tier stuff, so you're more likely to get those. So there's that. But God, this right here, if I pulled on this, got 111 and got Beatrix's plate, I'd be really upset. If I got the Fairy Flute, I'd be like, ugh. Well, I have a flute, I have an instrument I can put on Ramza. Would be that kind of thing. I have a Medica in Realm. So now that I've said that, let me get my first legend materia. Nope. Anywho, I think it's about time for us to sign off. So, that was it for the Final Fantasy IX event. Those fights were way easier than the last couple of events have been. That is 100% sure. Next time, we have Final Fantasy VI, which is even more of a previous in the past event. After that, we should be back on track with the real stuff. Also, Fest is coming soon, so get ready for that. I'll see you next time.